This is a detox green smoothie that actually tastes good. Hi everybody, welcome to Smoothies with Anj. I'm Anj, and today we're talking about a smoothie that's gonna help your body get rid of toxins, AKA detox. The star ingredient we're focusing on today is mustard greens. So tune on in, I hope you learned something new, and at the end of this video, make a smoothie with me. Mustard greens are a cruciferous vegetable. They're very good for your body. I'm talking about good for your hair, skin, nails, and eyesight. They protect your cells from free radicals and stress. Some studies show that cruciferous vegetables even help prevent cancer and fight against tumors. So eat your greens, for real. When most people think about mustard, they think about the condiment, but I'm focused on the greens of the plant. Before I tried this recipe, the only way I had ever eaten mustard greens was when they were cooked in a pot for the holidays. But now that I've tried it, I really like the Detox Smoothie. Known and loved for their peppery flavor, mustard greens are a bitter tasting powerhouse. They are very low in carbs, but very high in phytonutrients. Eating, well in our case drinking these greens, is an excellent way to get vitamin A, B6, C, E, and vitamin K. We know mustard greens taste peppery and bitter, but I have a little trick that will help balance that bitterness with a flavor we all know and love. Bam! Lemon juice. Actually, lemon and lime juice help reduce the bitter flavor of mustard greens. So this recipe is packed with the nutrients of mustard greens without the bitter, peppery flavor of mustard greens. The only way to find out if I'm lying is to try it yourself. So I hope you'll make this smoothie with me. Let's go. So first off, I rinsed off all of the ingredients. And when you're rinsing your ingredients, I do try and rub down my vegetables and fruit. If there's any noticeable dirt on there, I just get it off. So I also washed my cucumber. I like using the cucumber skin, so I knew I was gonna leave the skin on, so I wanted to give that a good wash, a good rinse. I also rinsed off my apple, and same with the apple. Most of the nutrients actually live in the skin, so it's important to keep the skin on when you're making your smoothie. I rinsed off my lime and my plum, and I rinsed off my lemon ginger as well. I rinsed off my mustard green leaves. As you can see, these are sweet little baby mustard green leaves. My friend gave me a bucket full of mustard greens that he grew from his garden. So I was super hyped to receive them and excited to try to use them in a smoothie. I went ahead and prepped my celery. I simply cut off both edges and cut it into smallish chunks, 1/2 inch wide. When you're blending a smoothie, you want to keep the fiber. Fiber is the part that really separates smoothies from juice, cold pressed juice, or any type of juice. Because juice is going to extract the pulpy parts, and smoothies is going to keep that pulp in. It's ideal to use the skin because that's where the majority of the nutrients live. So I just cut off the ends, and I cut the cucumber in half. And I'm only going to use half of the cucumber. And as you can see, I'm leaving the skin on. I have to mention, I always have to make a plug to buy organic produce. It's so important to buy organic produce because they're spraying crazy stuff on our food. So you can see the chunks. I cut my cucumber and my celery into about 1/2 inch chunks. That's gonna help my blender just blend everything up nice and easy. Next up, I'm cutting my apple, and I just cut right around the core. I cut each part of the apple into strips, and then I cut them into squares. And again, this is really to help with the blender being able to blend up the ingredients nice and easy. Also, having your ingredients in squares helps you measure it if you do choose to use measuring cups. Next up, I cut my plum. This plum is so sweet and juicy. I had it, sitting on the counter for a little bit. It's ready to go into the smoothie. And so it's a little bit soft, so I just kind of gently cut around the pit and then diced that into little squares. I cut my lemon. It's okay if a few seeds get into your smoothie. A few seeds is not going to hurt you. Obviously, it's not ideal to eat a lot of seeds. So I do try and pop out the seeds and separate those out. And then I cut my lime. And last up, my little piece of ginger. I'm just cutting off the edges of the ginger. It just helps me to measure a little bit better. You certainly can peel your ginger, get the skin off of it if you'd like. I do it both ways, honestly. Sometimes I make smoothies with ginger that I peel, and other times I just toss the whole thing of ginger in there. It's really how I'm feeling that day. The skin on the ginger certainly doesn't hurt anything. So there you have it. This is my bowl of chopped ingredients for my smoothie. And we're not gonna chop the greens. The blender's gonna blend those right up. So I'm pouring in about half a cup of water. And then I just start scooping in my ingredients. I just toss them all in there. Nothing special, just toss them all in. They're prepped and ready to go. I almost forgot the avocado. The avocado is so important in this smoothie because it is the binder. It's holding everything together. I opted to use a whole half of an avocado, which is a little rare for me. I don't often put that much avo in my smoothies, but for this one, it made all the difference. Because there are so many ingredients and we're keeping the skin on, this smoothie is going to be very pulpy, and I knew that I would want something that would kind of create a creamy mouthfeel, and that's what avocado is going to do. This is a very low sugar smoothie. It does have apple and plum in there, and it's going to get some sweetness, but the majority of the ingredients are like celery, cucumber, mustard greens, lemon, lime. So there's not a super sweet smoothie. I obviously didn't want to add a banana or anything, so avocado is definitely going to elevate the mouthfeel and the overall flavor of this smoothie. All right, let's pop the lid on, turn this baby on, and let it blend. Because my blender isn't performing at its top peak, like I said, it is old and I have not been sharpening my blade, so I know that it's kind of dull. That's the reason why I chop my fruit to make it smaller bits so it can catch the blender blades a little easier, and it can create that vortex in the middle of the blender the tornado that really helps to pulverize everything. And also the order that you put things into the Vitamix matters. If you're using a blender that maybe isn't a high-powered blender, definitely put your liquid in first and then put some of the softer ingredients like the plum, the apples, the lemon, and the lime. Put those in first and then put the greens on top, because as the vortex gets created, it's gonna pull in the greens and blend those up and pulverize everything up nice and smooth. I love the texture of this smoothie. The avocado did its job. It created a very creamy, beautiful smoothie. You need a close-up of that. If you know me, you know I like a smooth smoothie. I do not like to be chewing on any bits and chunks at all. So to me, it's very important the mouthfeel. I want a creamy mouthfeel. I want it to be smooth, the texture. But what I also care about the color and the way the smoothies look, because I know I'm not gonna wanna drink it if it looks like brown and muddy. This smoothie did not disappoint. It's so beautiful. I love this light green color. It just looks fresh. This one does have a little bit of foam at the top, but it's a thicker smoothie. It doesn't have a watery consistency. It has a creamy consistency. Very smooth. Okay, so here's the big taste test. Let's see how mustard greens taste in a detox smoothie. So good. This smoothie is light and fluffy. Really good. That smoothie is bomb. I love the detox smoothie. It's a very well-balanced flavor. The bitterness from the greens is delicately balanced with the lemon, the lime, and some of the sugar from the apple and the plum. The ginger just gives it an extra little depth of flavor. I love it. Although the smoothie is slightly pulpy from the skin of the cucumber and the apple, it is mostly creamy from the avocado. I drank this smoothie really quickly because it was so good, but I recommend drinking it slow and letting your body really absorb all of the nutrients slowly. I hope you try this detox smoothie. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and I'll catch you guys next week with another video. All right, peace.